go. Are you to bang away? To mama, quay could daddy band you could Bana say the kid bring bang away. Uri bana, so young the band.
She's a warrior. Yeah. She's an African girl. Ghana's most beautiful is you. Ghana Bafeteobi. Yeah. Ghana's most beautiful. Yeah. Ghana's most beautiful is you. True Ghanaian woman.
All right, let's hear it. For yourselves. Let's hear it. Oh, I'm not hearing it well for yourselves, so. All right.
That's the energy we are talking about.
We are set.
Nice one. Well, you're welcome to a thought-provoking and enlightening episode of Ghana's Most Beautiful. Tonight, we delve into the intricacies of adulthood, a journey that can particularly be challenging for young women. Navigating the knot of responsibilities, expectations, and dreams often leads to a delicate balancing act that can feel overwhelming. So in this episode, our contestants will shed light on the unique challenges that women encounter on this path and explore innovative solutions. Good evening. My name is Anita Ekia Ekufu.
Give it up for Anita. That's beautiful, Anita. And my name is Cookie. All right, Yadase. Thank you so much. My name is Cookie. Now, with the help of our remaining 9 contestants, we will embark on this journey of self-discovery, empowerment, and, of course, inspiration, amplifying the voices of Ghana's most resilient and resourceful young women. It's time to uncover the strength within and find the answers to life's complex questions. Now, we are honored to introduce our distinguished panel of judges. Give it up to them. They are not only here to assess the ladies' performances, but to also serve as invaluable guides and mentors to our contestants. It's been an amazing journey with them, and we are happy that one more time they are with us tonight. Now, joining us is a very special guest. Now, let's give her one aww. I love it. Give her the aww. Let's take a look at the profile of our special guest judge.
Tonight, we have a distinguished guest in our midst. She is a senior gender specialist with UN Women and the founder of the Innovations Village Seed Company. This remarkable institution identifies and brings to market promising innovations aimed at enhancing people's well-being. IFWA is also the driving force behind the Innovations Village Foundation. With an impressive background, Ifwa has served as an entrepreneurship capstone advisor at the renowned Ashesi University. She has also held the pivotal role of National Program Coordinator at the United Nations Entity for Gender Equality and the Empowerment of Women, UN Women, and provided valuable consulting services for the United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization, FAO. Please join me in extending a warm welcome to our esteemed guest judge, Ifwa B. Ansre.
All right. A round of applause for our guest judge. You're highly welcome, Madam Ifwa Ansre. Could you kindly reflect on a significant challenge you encountered during your upbringing as a young girl and the strategies you employed to overcome it?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you very much. It's a wonderful experience being here. Being a young girl, I went through several experiences, and in fact, my mates are here, and they know the naughty things that we did.
Oh wow!
So there are several of them, and as a child, as a young girl, there are so many things you go through. But I think one of the main strategies was staying focused and staying true to what you want to be in future, thinking about what the future offers you if you are really strong and you can stay focused, not putting yourself under any peer pressure. but being yourself, living your own life. Thank you so much.
Excellent.
You are
Thank you so
welcome.
much. And you're welcome once again. And guys, guess what? In a very exciting twist, and for this season, for the very first time, we are thrilled to announce the return of Comfort Okran. Let's
Yes,
give her a round of
ma'am.
applause.
No. Let's do
can
that
do it
tradition. Let's
better.
do that.
Comfort, good to have you back, and you're looking dashing.
Thank you.
I mean, like I
really
asked
great
if
to be back.
what are some of the challenges you also face growing up? I mean, we see all the grown up Comfort, and we're wondering, how did she end up getting here?
I think the most significant thing that I would say I faced was trying to assert my individuality. And that is one thing that most young ladies sometimes do have a challenge to navigate that space. Because sometimes you either go too much to the left or too far to the right. And if I add what Ifwa said, if you realize that this is what would make you someone in future and trying to maintain or retain that focus, it helps you. So definitely being a young person is a very tricky space, and being able to navigate it as well brings you to
That's
the
the
right
key
place.
word. Well,
Navigate. Give it up for Comfort Okran. Anita, tonight is all about today's woman.
Exactly.
And by the special grace of God, I am the host of today's
a
woman
round
on
of applause
TV3.
for Cookie.
Yes. And Comfort Okran is one of our upcoming guests on today's woman. So look out for that special episode. It's on every Saturday at 3 p.m. right here on TV3, Today's Woman. So please keep the date and the time
Definitely.
in mind. Yeah.
And so, Cookie, this is where the team, you bring us,
You understand.
a certain check.
You understand.
You
You understand.
Now let's move on to our ever beautiful Janet. A round of applause for Janet.
Yep.
Always here with us. Oh, giving her a standing ovation. That's beautiful. Nice
She's
one.
about to deliver the first word for the night.
Are we
Janet, what's the
mesmerizing
first
tonight?
word for the night?
You're putting me on the spot, but I'll get you one. Should I get her one?
Yes.
Okay, tonight let's go with oomphness.
Flex.
Wait, what does that mean again?
Flex.
Oomphness.
Yes.
It means, if I relate it to what we're discussing today, it means rising to your full potential.
Oh.
Akoto. She didn't say circumference, so she said flex.
All right, so thank you, judges, for joining us tonight. We know it's going to be a very educative one, Cookie.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, as we began this incredible journey, how many ladies did we have? 16. Unfortunately, we are left with only 9 of them remaining in the competition. Well, tonight again, there will be eviction until we get to the grand finale on the 8th of October. And the question is, are you voting? No. No, the left part, are you here? The left part, are you here? Please, are you voting? If you are voting, what is the code? Give it up for yourselves.
Ooh, that's beautiful.
The TV3 Reality app is also available for your use. Make sure that you vote as much as you can for your preferred contestants. Now, Anita, I think it's time to take a very quick break. Give it up for the ladies here. Give it up for the ladies here.
Yes.
So these ladies are from the British Columbia College as well as His Majesty Academy. Give it up for them. They are here. They are here to support the remaining 9 contestants for the night.
But don't forget, this is GMB 2023. Tonight is a special Today's Woman episode. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back. This is GMB 2023, and tonight's topic is today's woman. You know, as young women, when you're growing up, you face quite a number of challenges, and sometimes it can be very overwhelming when it comes to trying to navigate your way through adulthood. And so tonight, our ladies will be shedding light on some of the problems young women face and what they have also faced and how they were able to overcome it to become the women we are seeing tonight. And we're starting from the Western region. And Sewa is coming up, and she will be talking about how she battled self-esteem, problems of bleaching, and being around light-skinned women. With a round of applause, let's welcome Sewa from the Western region.
Ago Ghana man, lovely people of the Western region, Honorable George Mrekuduka, Honorable Prince Amidu Amma, students, staff, and alumni of the University of Education Winneba and Hunterman Girls Senior High, Downwell Methodist Academy, the Church of Pentecost Mountain View Worship Center, Team Sewa, Natwaya Mantem Fuina. I am really grateful for your support thus far. Tonight, join me as we address one issue facing teenagers in our country now. The competition, as you know, is getting tougher, and tougher. I will need your support. Kindly dial *713*13# to vote Sewa to keep me in the competition. I know you will do it. Thank you very much.
Sewa bleach. What are you waiting for? Can't you see your friends? Bleach, bleach, Sewa bleach. Sewa bleach. What are you waiting for? Can't you see your friends? Sewa bleach, 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 Sewa.
Growing up, I struggled with low self-esteem. Because I didn't have a light skin like many of the people I saw in the media, in the society, and even my friends. My light skinned friends used to get a lot of attention. People would say, "Oh, your friends are pretty." But I'll never ever hear that. It got to me. The light skin is better. So at age 15, I bleached. Yes, I did. Coming yet then, my skin was getting light. And I was happy. Fortunately for me, my friend caught me. She asked, "Sewa, why are you bleaching? Don't you know the skin bleaches contains chemicals which gives cancer, skin irritation, smell, and death in the long run?" Not my affair. I hung my head in shame. That moment, I realized I was fortunate not to have overdone it and damaged my skin. If it hadn't been for my friend, I would have probably carried on. After that experience, medical knowledge and time has taught me my self-respect. Now, about 30 to 65% of our population are victims of skin bleaching. My dear ones, trying to bleach can have a serious health and emotional consequence. It is important for young ones to embrace our natural beauty. It is very crucial for us to be critical about social media unrealistic beauty standards and seek positive role models who share the same skin tone and have achieved success in various fields. When Beyonce said, "Brown skin girl, skin just like pearls," she was talking about you. About you and all of us here. Remember that your natural skin tone is a gift, and it's part of what makes you unique and valuable, just like pearls. Let us embrace it. Love yourself and know that you are beautiful just the way you are. Tonight, tell yourself, I am confident in my skin. And say no to skin bleaching. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you.
Yes, indeed. Sewa saying no to bleaching. Now I'm coming to you, Janet. You have such beautiful skin. And so what do you think about Sewa's presentation on skin bleaching?
Well, thank you for the compliments, my dear. And this is why we have shows like Ghana's Most Beautiful, because it celebrates you just the way you are. Let me tell you something. I could feel that you were speaking from an experiential point. I want to tell you something. It was such a natural flow, so I could relate to you. And it is not your experiences that define who you are. If you're listening to us today, learn something. It is not your experiences that define who you are. It's the lessons you learn out of it. And I will tell you something. There will be no one like you. Yesterday, today, and in the future, you were created to be unique. And therefore, be happy in your skin. Celebrate who you are. That is the only way you can attain your goals. So I applaud you tonight. I celebrate you tonight. Kudos to you. Well done.
Some beautiful words coming from Janet. Comfort, that was very emotional. What are your comments?
It was a beautiful rendition of how people face challenges and how they overcome. And I would like to celebrate you for hearing your friends' comments and using that as a stepping stone to discover who you are and becoming comfortable in your skin. And I really celebrate the topic you chose, because I see it happening to so many young people who do not, or even sometimes even old people, who you can see that the effects of skin bleaching has really damaged their skin, and you wonder if they didn't have a good friend like you did. So well done. Well done.
Well done, Sewa. A round of applause for Sewa as she goes backstage. And if you want to keep her in the competition, the short code is *713 *13#, or visit the TV3 Reality app and vote. Now, still talking about issues young women face, another one that is very prevalent is sexual harassment. And Nayeli from the Greater Accra region will be touching on how we can deal with this issue as young women. Let's welcome Nayeli from the Greater Accra region.
Ago nime name cheme kenyame Ghana mambi gadang mabi kesmolo fe nyafina mi banya de omanye. First of all, I would like to express my profound gratitude to each of you for your immense support. May God bless you. Melinda Gates once said, "Every woman with a voice is by definition a strong woman." Tonight is today's woman. Relax and enjoy as I shed light on a problem that is so dear to my heart. Please vote for Na Ayele to keep me in the competition. Mingpa nyefai, nyefwa oshiki ahami, konika keklee abagamami, nyairadon. Thank you.
No! I can't do this anymore. I'm tired. Depression is my daily bread. Loneliness has gotten the better part of me. My emotions uncontrollable. No one seems to notice what I'm going through. Am I invisible? Wearing the mask of smiles just to hide the scars within. It is time to finally let go. If I should die today, the world would be a better place. I have tried. I have tried. I have tried. I wish I could talk to anyone. But who? I'm tired. This has been my life. Suicide felt like the only option until therapy saved me. Mental health is not to be joked with. Mental health is an aspect much ignored, yet killing most of us gradually. I speak not just as an advocate, but as someone who has personally felt the weight of a mental health challenge. Growing up as a girl brings a unique set of experiences and challenges. One of the most troubling aspects is the pervasive issue of harassment, particularly the effect of sexual harassment on the mental health of young girls. Sexual harassment casts a long and dark shadow over the lives of young girls. It often stems from deeply ingrained societal norms that perpetuate gender inequality, toxic masculinity, manifestation of the abuser's insecurities, or unresolved trauma. Hey, see Nyash, see body Manchester, kwe, beke yo nenke buba in shonu, oba fein jolly. Ah, my wife, come and see me after class. Sexual jokes like these, unnecessary physical contact, proposition of physical intimacy, demands for sexual favors made under threat, and sometimes even under coercion or deception, constant affection or gestures, especially for people who lack affection in their homes. But no, stop it. I do not like that. If you continue, I will report you. Sometimes the fear of being judged makes it difficult for us to confide in anyone. Society has made it such that topics of this nature are taboos, making it daunting for girls to express themselves. But don't worry. Gone are the days where women were not allowed to speak for themselves. Listen. Today's woman is assertive. Our voice is our weapon. First, ask yourself, am I contributing to this sexually charged environment through my own conduct? If yes, kindly refrain from it and keep your conduct in check. I want you to remember that anyone at all can harass you. So don't limit your scope to only teachers, supervisors, or superiors. It could even be your own friends, colleagues, family member, guardian, or even your co-tenants. Anyone at all can be a victim of sexual harassment, even men. Those statistics have shown that women have a higher rate. So whenever you see these warning signs, be sure to flee. Use your voice. Break that silence now. Say a loud no, leaving no doubts in the minds of these perpetrators. Save yourself. Ask for help today. Now, I gave you these diaries. Please lift it. Yes. Be sure to document anything that happens. Because remember, sexual harassment happens in private, where only two people are the witnesses, your harasser and your own self. So write all the details, including your harasser's identity and your own emotional response. Whenever you feel any heaviness upon your heart, I want you to pen it down whilst you ask for help. This is a major way I dealt with my mental crisis.
ask for help today and live to save the world tomorrow. Thank you.
Nayele from the Greater Accra region, touching on sexual harassment, a bit of mental health, and how to deal with it. Ifwa, I'm coming to you. That was quite heartfelt. And what do you think of the entire presentation?
Thank you. Nayele, that was a wonderful, wonderful exposition. You have touched on a very important subject, and you actually identified the root cause of the problem, gender inequalities. And people take advantage of young girls in the home situation, office, school, friendships, like you mentioned, all over. So you have covered a very wide, broad, and important topic. Thank you so much for all the issues that you raised. I think your stagecraft was excellent, the way you presented everything. I like your content, your moves, everything was excellent. Thank you so much for bringing this sensitive topic up.
Ifwa says everything was excellent. Janet, you are clapping. Was it excellent for you?
Nayele. Ohawo umanye darling. Mene minke bwake umanye ablawo. You know, the two contestants so far have just given me goose pimples because they're speaking from the heart. And thank you, TV3, for featuring today's woman on this show. What I would say to what you've just mentioned is that you mentioned it though, but I just want to alert everybody. Be careful when people pay you compliments, because there's a very fine line between complimenting your body parts and sexual harassment. And there are times, as a young girl, you feel that when somebody compliments your body part, you feel good, and you're like, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, but be careful when they do that. And the solution lies in what you've said. Identifying, digging deep, and finding your own identity, your voice, that which makes you confident, that which makes you stand proud in your own skin, that which makes you self-aware that I am worth myself and I don't need anyone to validate who I am. And therefore, be careful. If you're listening to us, be careful about the body augmentations, the BBLs, all those things. Over time, they deform you. They do not enhance you. They actually warp your whole sense of your identity. So thank you so much. I've had to talk a lot today because it's a very, very crucial point, and it's sad to see what is going on in our society. So thank you. Well done.
Thank you so much, Janet. Thank you, Nayele. And of course, that is what the episode is about. We're raising issues that, of course, bother a lot of young women. And if Nayele is your favorite and you want to keep her in the competition, the short code is *713*13# across all networks. Now let's move on to the Upper West region, and Sangsima will be touching on an infection that is very popular among young women, known as candidiasis or yeast infection. Let's welcome Sangsima.
Good evening, Ghana. Je anno la Upper West Nibaja. Mamine ambi wadapo. All MPs, DCs, and ministers in the Upper West region. Namine animpogna mineja. Upper West Regional House of Chiefs. St. Andrew's Cathedral Church wa. St. Andrew's Catholic School. Our Home International School. Thunder Care Preparatory School. Ola Girls Secondary School. Kenyase and Pogake. All staff, students, and alumni of the University for Development Studies. Songsoma Noba, Team Songsoma, all my fans, and all those voting for me. I am extremely grateful for keeping me in this competition. I have come this far because of you. Please help me secure a slot in the grand finale by voting for me. Vote by dialing *713*13# on all networks, or you can download the TV3 app on Google Play Store or Apple App Store and vote. Tonight, I am bringing to light something that is not spoken about by women. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. Ya barakayane, malalong. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. everybody. Welcome to today's episode of Teen Health Talk, where young ladies share their health concerns anonymously for solution and advice. My name is Dr. Sungsuma, and I'm your host for today. Are we ready for today's anonymous question? Are we ready? Let's read. Dear Dr. Sungsuma, my friend had candidiasis in school, and we shared the same washroom. We are currently home for vacation, and I have a discharge. Did I get candidiasis from her? Dear Anonymous, that must be so uncomfortable, and I share your sentiments. But I want to tell you something. Candidiasis lives with us. You cannot get it from anywhere because you cannot acquire it. I'll tell you why. Candidiasis is caused by a fungus called Candida albicans, okay? It lives in small amounts in our mouth, in our guts, even in our intestines and on our genitals and on our skin without causing any harm. But once it overgrows and becomes plenty in your body, as they would say it causes infections. But fortunately, the body has a group of good microorganisms that are responsible. Are you listening? They are responsible for keeping the fungus like Candida in check so they don't overgrow and cause the infection. But once we practice bad personal hygiene or we take too much antibiotics, we end up destroying these good microorganisms. Hence, they become weak and unable to control the Candida. So it will overgrow and do what? Cause the infection. Also, too much intake of sugar or carbohydrates in certain things in our genitals and even washing our genitals with soap and antiseptics could also cause candidiasis. Are we aware of this? And so, my dear Anonymous, if you're watching us today, as you are feeling the itchiness, the burning sensation, and the discharge, those are likely symptoms of candidiasis. But relax, do not panic, and do not self-medicate, because it could be a wrong diagnosis. Instead, visit the nearest health center for the right diagnosis and treatment. You can also decide to download the DrugNet app, log in your complaint, and what will happen? They will deliver medication to you as soon as possible. Now, 3 out of 4 women experience a mild form of candidiasis, which sometimes becomes normal. But once it becomes rampant and it's reoccurrent, it could lead to infections in your bloodstream. It could also affect your vital organs like your liver and your kidney. My people, it could even lead to severe reproductive health complications and to some extent, infertility. Yes, infertility, my sister. So now, with a simple solution of antiseptic and water, okay, always make sure you clean your toilet seats like this before you use the washroom. And also remember to close before you flush, because the bacteria in this toilet seat, my sisters, can jump as high as 6 feet, almost taller than me. You can imagine. Make sure you practice good personal hygiene. I repeat, good personal hygiene. Also avoid unprescribed intake of antibiotics and reduce your intake of sugar. Always remember to wash your panties well, dry them in the sun, or iron them before you wear to reduce the growth of microbes. And when you visit the washroom, always remember to wipe from front to back and not back to front. I am today's woman because I have become more conscious of myself, my health, and my environment. I hope you enjoyed today's show. Did you enjoy today's show? So this is the end of Teen Health Talk with Dr. Sungsuma. See you same time next week. Bye.
Dr. Sungsuma doing justice to the issue of candidiasis among younger women. Comfort, did she do it for you?
She blasted it. You simply blasted the ball out of the park. Thank you very much. You did a great job. Personal hygiene issue brought to fore how it is caused, and also showed us how we can, actually prevent it from happening to us. You showed us how, indeed, if you enjoy or you are a victim of this, don't panic. And that's very important. You have brought a personal health issue, and you also showed us how it can be solved. And well done. And I like the creativity in being a video blogger. It simply makes people really gravitate to your program. I was very happy or interested when somebody from the audience participated. That means you drew them into what you were doing. So well done, well done, well done.
Well done, Sangsuma. Janet, what are your comments?
Sangsuma, I like the way you pronounce your name. It's so musical. It's a beautiful name you have there. So you touched on all the salient points. I'll just add one more. Don't be shy if you feel that you have such sensations on your body, and then make it a point to do pap smear. At least once a quarter. Pap smear, you go to the doctor, anywhere they can do it for you. It's just a regular routine, just so that you can prevent such issues. But you've done amazingly well. Well done.
Well done, Sangsuma. A round of applause for Sangsuma. She represents the Upper West region. If you want to keep in the competition, the short code is *713 *13# across all networks. Also, the TV3 Reality app is available for you to vote. 3 down, 6 more to go. This is GMB 2023. Tonight we are talking about today's woman and all the challenges we face. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this quick commercial
Welcome back. It's still GMB 2023 on your screens, and tonight the ladies are talking about today's woman. Self-discovery, women empowerment, whilst being resilient and resourceful, very resourceful young women in society as well. Now let's move on to bring the rest of the ladies on stage. Now this particular lady wants to address societal pressures, and she says she's highlighting tonight strategies for addressing these social pressures and, of course, offering practical advice on this very matter. She is from the Volta region. Her name is Selom.
Ago Ghana, I want to say a very big thank you to everybody for the support so far. God bless you all. I want to say thank you to the Volta Regional House of Chiefs, Toby Busivo Evelia, Dr. Emmanuel Kojojon Mensah, Madam Jeanette Amega, fellow Jolalians, fellow Rotarians, Jerry officials, and Team Selom. God bless you all for all that you are doing in the name of Selom. There are a lot of problems that young ladies face when growing up. Tonight, I'm taking you through one of the challenges and how to overcome them. My people, eviction is here, and I don't want to go home. Many banam yakata. Dial *713 *13# and continue to vote for Selom massively. Thank you so much. God bless you all.
Hello, baby. Yeah, I just received the money. Thank you so much. Excuse me. Please let me call you back.
Take a very good look at you.
Of course, I'm looking
I
at
want
myself.
to be like.
I want to be like when I told you to follow me to see the big man. Did you go?
I don't
Excuse
want to, I don't
me.
want you to look at me. You want me to come in.
Hi, ladies. Can I talk to you?
Talk to who? Excuse me.
Hello. My sister. Come, let me talk to you. I had a friend just like yours. She was vibrant and all over the place. Wanted to live a lavish life without going through the right ways. So she decided to embark on a journey. You sit, I'll tell you the rest. One day, I had a call that my friend is at the airport. I was very happy, thinking I'll be looking at my friend's new transformation. But no, it was the remains of her dead body. Oh, God, I see no. Oh, she died from from a failed body enhancement surgery, which is one of the first risky steps that young ladies take to impress others. Some of these young ladies also contract deadly diseases like HIV from exchanging sex for money in order to afford the luxuries they want. Others become victims to malicious individuals who use them for rituals. Hey, God. But listen, I do not blame us young ladies because, as you can see, unemployment is making the issue not any better. And if you take your phones out right now, the social media pressure that they are giving us will make you not to be able to identify the real life from the fake life. Oh, God. And also, you can see that some of us do not have the guidance to support us in achieving our life pursuits. Not to mention discontentment, which is contributing to this fake lavish lifestyle and the urgency of living the fast life. But I was fortunate to have a mentor who advised me and I listened. How I wish my friend Esinu had the patience to listen to advice, because mentorship goes a long way in changing our lives for good. And having a mentor like our three beautiful judges who have worked their way to the top through hard work and determination will help you to focus on your future. Also, I also encourage parents to listen to their children. Pay attention to them and love them. Encourage them to learn soft skills like sewing, braiding, baking, and others for them to have something to fall back on. I also urge non-governmental organizations to continue to create awareness on women empowerment and advocate for the girl child through seminars, symposiums, and forums, because this goes a long way in changing our lives for good. I also appealed with the government to push the agenda of entrepreneurship at the basic level to enable young people create their own jobs right after school to reduce the rate of unemployment and the urgency in living this fast life. To all the young ladies in here, let me tell you something. Your true worth does not come from the accumulation of material possessions, but it comes from the strength within you. So right now, let's all come together to create a future where women can shine without compromising their integrity. Because I believe that the future is women. Thank you.
You can also shine without compromising your integrity. Salam from the Volta region. Ladies and gentlemen, Janet, I'm coming to you for your impressions on this one.
Salam. Efonama. I'm a Shamala Okia. You look gorgeous tonight. And what you touched on is a very, very crucial issue. But what I got to say is you touched everything. You did so well. I just have to add a few things because I'm a mentor myself and I coach a lot of young ladies. Young ladies, if you're listening to me, be wary of the people who you call friends. They are not necessarily your friends, and they will misguide you in life. After all, what is life? Life is the choices you make and nobody else. Don't kid yourself that when I have so much money, I can eat better, I can be in a bigger mansion, I can wear this, I can wear that. Life is not a race. Even if it is a race, everybody's running at their own pace. Choose your pace and run your own race. Please do not compare yourself to anybody else. Your only competition is you. Identify your gaps, close them, and go and pursue your dreams. Well done.
Auntie Janet with the bars on bars. Let's go, of course, to A4.
Thank you, Salom. You did very well. And like Auntie Janet said, well done. Well done. This is a very important topic. Most of us, in fact, even adults, are going through this. We are struggling to keep our pace with what the society expects of us. But like Auntie Janet said, it is not a race. You know, you start with somebody, the person goes ahead, but you also go ahead, and it's all in your head, what you want to achieve. So I agree with you that this is something that it's worth talking about, and it's a good subject, and you have addressed it very well. Thank you very much for sharing with your colleagues.
All right. Give it up for Selom as she goes backstage. But do remember that there is eviction tonight. So to keep in the competition, you know exactly what to do. *713 *13#, or you can also use the TV3 reality app. The next contestant says she wants to talk about prioritizing education and striving for perfection whilst at it. Her name is Adwanigi, and she's from the Upper East region.
Michelle Obama once said, "There's no limit to what we women can accomplish on set." Yet Toma Upper East region in Ghana de Musa Wusa. I want to especially thank the overlord of the Kosang traditional area, Parayang Nab Zugurang Asigri Abogorag Azonka II, all chiefs, queen mothers, MPs, MCs, and DCs. The chairman of Christ Apostolic Church, Apostle Samuel Aponsan Frimpon, all ministerial pastors and CAC Bolga Central, Kosanaba Youth Association, KPC, Mbolaga Maduma, Nsoduma, Mbobolaga Da, Zebula Da, Binabada, and all across Ghana. Team Adwanigi, staffs and students of Kumasi Technical University, I am excited to share with you how I discovered my journey of being a woman. The competition is getting tougher. Please dial *713*13# or download the TV3 reality app. Near voting ya bivelik. Kawini asong, katume ya nong na ama lelep Upper East region ya. Umposia, umpoya zozo, akiale. Ya thank you near mod.
We do not develop courage by being happy every day, but surviving difficult times and challenging adversities. 9 years ago was the most difficult period in my life. Growing up in a beautiful community called Kosanaba, where people believe that a girl child belongs to the kitchen. Girl child education has become a paramount concern in my region. In 2017, Ghana Statistical Service brought a report showing that my region recorded the highest early child marriage, hopping around 28%. I wanted to go to school, but due to poverty and lack of motivation from families and society, I didn't see the need to go to school. So sad. After my BEC, I performed so poor that the only option I had was to get married. But because I wanted to skip from early child marriage, I wanted to move to the south to seek for greener pastures. So I reached out to my friend Abigail, and I said, "Abigail, I want to come to the south because I'm not really seeing effort. I'm not seeing reasons why I have to be in the north." And Abigail said to me, "Adwanigi, gosem. Akra alaka anyatile wele nirban namase emafoko sakno tinina." Everybody wants to come to the city, but the city is overpopulated. Sometimes getting jobs is so difficult. And even a place to sleep becomes unbearable. Niggy, I can't count the number of times I was sexually abused, depressed, and even working without salary. Niggy, if I had the opportunity, I would go back to school, embrace the situation around home, and make a change. Niggy, go back to school and change the narrative that a girl child education, it is important. You are confident, you are beautiful, and I see great potentials in you. Auntie Janet, this wasn't what I wanted to hear because I'd already made up my mind to go to the south. But you know what? The words of Abigail kept on singing in my heart that I got encouraged. And I went back to write the BEC exam. This time around, same situation, same environment, same school, but I did great. Why? Because I had positioned my mind that no matter the situation, I would do great. But not long after, I was hit with the death of Abigail. My friend was diagnosed of a health condition that led to her death. I was deeply hurt because I didn't even get the chance to say thank you or goodbye to my friend. But this pushed me so hard to start an initiative on girl-child education. I collaborated with Ghana Education Service to organize mentorship and guidance programs. Not just that, educative but fun programs like Inter-School Quiz Challenge, girl-child competitions, and also creating clubs that we could help needy but smart girls like myself with learning materials, sanitary pads, and others to inculcate the habits of learning. That wasn't all. I had to move to communities to educate parents on the need to save and invest in their girl child. After 3 years of continuous advocacy, Auntie Janet, Ghana Education Service brought on a report showing that my region, early child marriage had reduced by 19% and registering over 11,530 girls sitting in for BEC examination. This went far to reduce teenage pregnancy and the number of girls that travel to the south to seek for greener pastures. I believe that you and me can cause a change in our environment. And with SG Goals Go 5, I call on stakeholders, organizations, to come in and implement practical policies that can help the girl-child education, not just in my region, but Ghana at large. My beautiful young sisters, do not wait to feel like I did. Before you go back to school, remember that a woman is a full circle. Within her is the power to create, nurture, and transform. You can do it. It is better to have good certificates and not need it than to need a certificate and not have it. Situations will come. Pain would come. You are allowed to cry. You are allowed to scream, but not to give up, because girls with dreams become women with vision. Wherever you find yourself, pledge to yourself and say, I, Adwanigi, I will go to school and I will be the narrative changer that girl-child education is important. Thank you.
Her name is Adwanigi, doing Upper East very proud this evening. Comfort, I was super touched.
I was.
I don't know what you're going to say about this.
I can assure you, Cookie, that was a fantastic one, and well done. Well done. Well done. If you made that up, that was a beautiful story. But if it is your life, then once again, well done. Well done for finding that space to say, I'm standing up and I will defy the odds that are in my life. And I saw those pictures of the community engagement. And one thing I liked, you brought in the statistics that show that indeed you had found what is the key issue there. And you looked at the statistics and said the statistics can change, and rolled out series of measures that help the statistics reduce. Well done. I will say that if, and part of what you can do is add some theatrics, go do some drama or something, some acting, because you are a really great actor. Well done.
All right. And that's from Comfort to Adwanigi. Wells, on her presentation, she had serious evidence as well. Did you see that?
Yes, I did. Adwanigi, you're looking beautiful. And I was so impressed with your content, because like Comfort said, you quoted the figures, you knew about your SDGs and all that. You knew about the strategies for getting girls in school, your work with GES and all of that. Excellent job. Excellent job. And just to add that as you go on, remember when you mentor your girls to tell them that the education, like you mentioned, is to transform their communities, the beautiful communities like where you come from. Thank you.
There's eviction tonight. Please make sure that it will not be Aduanigi's turn to go home. Keep her in the competition. Star 713, star 13 hash. Or you can also use the TV3 reality app. Let's take a breather. When we come back, the other girls will be here. It's still GMB 2023.
Of course, we know the location is right here inside TV3 Studio B, and the show is GMB 2023. Now, tonight is all about today's woman. We've seen some of our ladies. We have more to go. And coming up next is Titiaka from the Savannah region, and she's talking about self-awareness and confidence and everything that has to do with this topic. And so let's welcome Titiaka from the Savannah region.
Yegbonra Jarabi Kunuti Swali, Burana, Buruchiana, Savannah region Ibikike, Honorable Samuel Abdullahi Jinapo, Urupe Royals and Sons Lodge, Gonjaland Youth, Vagla Youth. I want to say a very big thank you to you for the support. Tonight, I am privileged to talk to my younger self on today's woman. Kindly keep voting for me so that I can stay in the competition by dialing star 713 star 13 hash Assam Kushon Abora Sivini Komolada.
The words on the board revives my memory on the concept of self. My young self 9 years ago felt worthless, depressed, insecure about my looks, had no confidence, and constantly compared myself to others. All these because I could not identify myself. My grandma said to me one day, imagine beyond every limitation you are placing on yourself. If you can see it, you can change it. You do not need to be a person of privilege to be the best you can be. You are not limited by your gender, your family, or your social standing. You can be everything you put your mind to. I realized then that it's not about changing people's opinions about me. It's about changing the voices in my head to be kind to myself. I allowed myself to grow, to be imperfect, and to be vulnerable by accepting myself. Ladies, let's sharpen our pencils and write notes of affirmation to ourselves. You can write, I'm beautiful, I'm confident, anything you want to write to yourself. You notice that the first step in using a pencil is to sharpen it. If the pencil could feel, can you imagine how painful that would be? But that is what it takes to be a useful pencil. Every move the pencil makes, it leaves a mark, and the most important thing is what is inside of you. This pencil is symbolic to my journey of overcoming inferiority complex. With the lesson I learned from this pencil in high school, I vowed never to underestimate myself, never to allow people determine what I am made of. With this pencil, this night, I want you to look at me and picture an innocent girl, a vulnerable girl, an introvert, a girl next door, and the same girl standing here on stage, addressing an audience and vying to be the next queen, to inspire these young ladies to challenge themselves. I believe the leaders are born out of ordinary people like you and I. So look at me and think of the most impossible dream you have and take the first step forward. And remember, everything happens twice. First in our minds and second in reality. Ladies, would you like to share your affirmation notes to us? Kindly show it to camera. Thank you very much. Asan Kushin.
Wow. Titiaka from the Savannah region. A round of applause for her. Now let's go to Janet. Janet, you're smiling, you're clapping.
Titiaka. I hope I say well. Ashan Cushion. Is that it? I do all. Fantastic. Titiaka, yours is a story of transformation. And I remember 2 weeks ago, right? And last week you delivered, this week you delivered. I compare you to the caterpillar that became a beautiful butterfly.
Because of time, I was going to add
You have transformed and have transformed beautifully into a butterfly. It's a symbol of hope and of transformation. Well done. You look fabulous.
You look fabulous coming from Janet. Coming to you, Ifwa. What are your thoughts as well?
She's done a wonderful job addressing the subject of self-confidence. And I like the way she used the stage with her students and encouraging them to write words of encouragement to themselves. I think this is also another issue that a young girl should look at closely, because it's also something that you grow with and you live a whole life. Your whole life is something that you should do, because the pressures around us are so great. You tend to compare yourself to other people. But it's always very important to remember who you are and to build your self-confidence. So thank you very much, Tatiaka, for that wonderful presentation. I hear you are Tatiaka.
Yes,
Okay.
Tatiaka. All right, thank you so much, Ifwa. Thank you. And the name is Tatiaka. If you want to keep her in the competition, the short code is *713 *13# across all networks. And I was staying in the northern part of the country, and the next contestant, which is Nura from the northern region, will be touching on the abuse of drugs, peer pressure when it comes to using drugs, and everything that has to do with this topic. And so with a round of applause, let's welcome Nura from the northern region.
A strong woman knows that she has strength enough for the journey. But a woman of strength knows that it is in the journey where she will become strong. Inyaza nanama, tindanama, asanzanama. So comes a Hawumbe northern region. Lama Shaumin greater Accra Demananama. Nedemananam Zabam Bidabong. Obua Semin Takwa Dagbamba. All the Gomba Youth and Student Associations in Ghana. Team Nura, Ghana Nama. Nejilma Sudo Min Yodlem. Umpuri Zaha. Thank you all so much for the love and support shown me thus far. Tonight, I will be talking to younger versions of myself about the causes, effects, and solutions to drug abuse. Finale is just around the corner, and I would want you to propel me further into this competition by voting massively for Nura to the short code *713 *13#. Alternatively, you can download the TV3 Reality app on Google Play Store or the Apple App Store to vote. Dimye solo, ni jilma, ni yorlum, ni tapsong, ni pangmanga. Tunzangjashi makuna. Thank you all so much. Now on the song.
Tramadol, shisha, cocaine, weed, and glue, we did it all. After losing my friend Amma to an overdose, I was caught and expelled from school. Frustrated and contemplating suicide, I was cold yet told there was nothing warm to hold, so my arms I fold, one rope, no hope and nowhere to go. Ah! My head hurt. I thought I couldn't stop because I was addicted. Imagine living a life where your liver is as damaged as your brain cells, where you bully others due to agitation and mental distress. That was my life. After losing my parents at a tender age, I was left without a shield to protect me. Vulnerable. I wanted to belong and fit in, so I sought validation in my peers at school. And so when my friend Amma said she had a special substance that would make me feel confident, be a cool kid, and even improve my grades, I easily gave in. Amma. Just like me then, over 16.2% of youngsters in Ghana abuse drugs. Isn't that sad? It wasn't until I began watching Today's Woman on TV3 that I garnered courage and turned my life around. After listening to inspiring success stories from quintessential women, just like our beautiful judges seated here, whom in spite of numerous obstacles, changed their bitter lemons into lemonade. And so I decided to quit and said no more to drugs. And so, my dear ones, stay away from drugs and choose your peers wisely. Because hard girl, it will never pay. Oh. And remember that it's not too late to quit if you have already started. You can seek help from trusted teachers and guardians who will never judge you, just like I did. I repeat, who will never judge you. To my audience, what role can you play? I urge you to help me call on government and school institutions to provide therapy and rehab services to students at various schools to help reduce substance use, because now you see, even in the face of my tragic childhood, I was able to complete my tertiary education. I made it this far, all the way to this GMB stage. I'm bowed and bent and I'm broken, so you can dare me to lands of pain and agony and suffering, and I will rise up. I will rise like a flame. I will rise up. I will rise unafraid. I will rise up. And I'll do it 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000 times again. I will rise up. And like Maya Angelou, against all odds, still, we will rise. Be smart, don't start, and say no to drugs. Thank you. Mpayapo.
A round of applause for Nura. And tonight she says she will rise up. Comfort. That was very emotional. I had goosebumps. What do you think?
She still is in the mood.
Yeah.
She was totally immersed in what she was doing. It wasn't just saying something. Well done. Your stagecraft, excellent. Excellent. And your points that you made in terms of peer pressure, also showing that sometimes some people unfortunately lose their lives, really spot on. I like the statistics. I wish you had actually talked a little bit about what legislation could do, or putting in place some, rehab centers. But all in all, the issue of drug abuse among young people, and it's causing very serious social damages. You played it out well. Thank you very much. Well done, well done, well done.
Janet, she touched on a very important topic. What do you think?
And I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. Your poetic rendition of tonight. You command us to listen to you. You draw us into your performance. I don't know how you do it, but you are a natural at this. You don't force anything, and yet you deliver. The thing about psychedelics, if you don't know what I mean by psychedelics, when we were kids, my uncle would say, hey, oh, jiekeche, oh, face psyche. And then I got to understand that psychedelics are actually drugs that cause hallucinations. They take you into a consciousness that is not there, right? So when you take those things, you feel, that you are high in the clouds, and they destroy you. So, Nura, you did very, very, very well. Well done.
Thank you so much.
Well, I just got a new word from Janet, psychedelics. Sounds really nice, all right. But if Nura is your favorite contestant and you want to keep her in the competition, because tonight eviction will definitely happen, the short code is *713 *13# across all networks. Alternatively, you can use the TV3 Reality app and vote for Nura. We have 2 more ladies to go before we get into the awards, who's winning star performer and all of that, and also the evictions. But we're taking a quick breather. When we come back, we see our final 2. Don't go
on your screens. And tonight, we've had a swell time. The ladies have talked about all the challenges life has thrown at them and what they've been able to do to overcome all of them through the right decisions. 2 more ladies to go tonight. And this one is highlighting teenage pregnancy for us. She is from the Bono region. Her name is Kwatama.
Ago Ghana mani, Bono mani, Nana Matina Konya Bono Mantomo. Sunyani Mahima, Nana Kusia Sudia Sikabre ye, Doma Mani Heni, or Sajifo or Sia Deo Dr. Jiman Badu, Presbyterian Church of Ghana, YPG and NUPSI members, Boys and Girls Brigade, teachers and students of Sunyani Senior High School, Team Kwatima, Nyamisha mo bebre, se debia mo to abade makwatima. Stay tuned as I enlighten you about today's woman. Continue to keep me in this competition by dialing *713*13# and vote massively for Kwatima. Me minty, enye minty, nyamene hene, medamasi.
You are a very bad girl.
13 years Adepa asked her mother, "Mommy, what is the meaning of sex?" Adepa, akura kiti kiti kiti, what the sex here there? Come, what can I say? Her mother said. The next day after school, Adepa asked Atu, her favorite senior, the meaning of sex. Atu said, "Come, I will show you." Months later, Adepa is pregnant. Now tell me, who do you think is the cause? Before we consider Adepa's curiosity, inadequate parental guidance and lack of sex education contributed to Adepa's pregnancy. Teenagers who do not have proper education about their sexual life and contraceptives are more likely to have unprotected sex, which may lead to unintended pregnancy. Notwithstanding, teenagers who do not have adequate guidance from their parents can be influenced by their peers negatively. As a teenager, Adepa would definitely be stigmatized and isolated socially. Emotionally, she may be depressed. Medically, she stands the risk of having complications throughout her pregnancy and childbirth. You don't want to be in the shoes of Adepa, do you? No. But the good news is that there's a way forward. My dear teenagers, before I come to you, let me speak to your parents. Dear parents, please develop a good relationship with your children. Pay attention to what they share with you so that they can be confident enough to tell you exactly what they are going through. Be their friend, be there for them. Because says yeah, their boys no be kasa wo. Boys kasa. Ti mesramo. Monso so mon kasa. Again, sex education should be for both boys and girls. They should be educated according to their sex equally, because at the end of the day, they are all involved. Now to you, my teenagers. Though there are contraceptives, abstinence is the best. Take a bold decision to stay away from sex until you are older and matured enough. Because remember that today's woman does not relent. She fights for the best with conscious decisions. When I say abstinence, you say the best. Abstinence, the best. Medamasi, thank you.
Kwatima from the Bono region, highlighting, of course, teenage pregnancy and abstinence.
Thank you.
Janet, let me come to you for this one.
Hello, Kwatima.
Hi.
You look gorgeous. I like your outfit.
Thank you so much.
Come, and I will show you. That is curiosity killed the cat, isn't it? Often we find our young ladies very curious. But you know, as a parent myself, I have 2 sons. And I always tell myself, parenting is a huge challenge in today's world. Why? Because there's so much exposure. You can't control our children anymore, can we? We only hope that the values that we inculcate in them takes them a long way. So it's about, for me, it's about self-worth and how we role model for our children at home. But I think it's a very, very crucial issue. The other thing that goes with the story you've told It's what parents don't know, and the children go beyond to cause abortions. That is a huge danger. So I will encourage you, if you're listening to us today, in fact, I think that today's woman should host all of you on the show because you've all done so well today. Well done.
Thank you. Auntie Janet, thank you for the advice. I'm hosting all of them on my show the next time. All right, Ifwa, let's come to you.
I will just follow up from where Janet left off and to say that you do not have to abort when you are pregnant. After delivery, you can go back to school. In fact, the Ghana Education Service is actually promoting that, going back to school after pregnancy. And they support as much as possible to make sure that you get what you need to get to go to school and to stay in school and finish school and realize your potential. So that is what I wanted to add to what Auntie Janet started. But also to commend you for the way you even entered, the way you brought the mother and Adepa here to demonstrate how parents react to children, their children when they ask them questions about sex. It's so true, and it's because parents themselves sometimes do not even know how to go about it. So again, that is something that maybe we need to look at, how we get parents to understand how to talk to their children about such sensitive issues. Thank you.
All right. If Kwatima is your favorite, make sure you keep her in the competition. Oh, a round of applause for Kwatima as she goes backstage. Make sure you keep her tonight because definitely there will be eviction. Wrapping it up for us, the performances on GMB 2023, today's woman's edition or episode today, she's highlighting choosing the right career path. She's from the Eastern region and her name is Ifriye.
The Holy Scriptures say, "For God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten Son." So, giving is actually an act of love. So for all of you out there voting for me, I do not take it for granted, but to me, it is love registered deep in my heart. If we man to my himpong ni ahemia, Titu nana osodumja otutu abebio the fifth, Queen Mothers of the East, Okre District, Ebusiani Adofo, and the war when you come home. Adomon kuma onko swa enshramu, non ton super enumunyumaso, said the bear Danny Dan Mubenyabi Avoti Amami. Tonight, I have the opportunity of talking to my younger self, so stay tuned and enjoy. However, to keep me in the competition and to secure a slot for me in the finals, kindly dial *713*13# and vote massively for every year in Pedianile.
It is? Oh, you have been on the stage far too long to be tensed. Breathe in and out. Good. Now we are ready to learn. Let's take a quick look at this video. Now that is me, hawking on the streets of Accra, specifically Kantamanto. Oh, Rollins Park, wow. The good news is that it's on this same street that I developed my braiding skill, which today has become my career. Thank you. There's a stereotype that students who develop soft skills are either tabula rasa, tiresoma bon, or their skill interrupts their studies. But this is not true. Take a look at this other picture. Over here, I was braiding for a client after lectures. Yes. I was braiding for a client after lectures. Did this affect my studies in any way? No, it didn't. And also, that is me right there, braiding for a client after lectures. It didn't in any way affect my studies. You might argue that it's because I'm a shark. That is also not true. I studied really hard. I have another picture to show. That is me studying as early as 1:59 a.m. It was not a one-day show. It's something I did as a ritual, Monday to Friday, 1 to 4 each morning, Because, of course, wisdom might be free, but knowledge, by all means, is learned. And it has helped me in my academics. Glory to God, it did. I graduated from the University of Ghana, College of Education, with a first-class honor. Because, yes, there were only 3 first-class students in my time. So I was really fortunate, with my hard work, to be one of them. Today, I stand here as a professional teacher. But as part of my teaching contract, I am to retire at age 60. But even before then, life happens. I can either lose my job, or worst case scenario, have my certificate withdrawn. That is why I have complemented my teaching profession with my braiding career. Because as a hairdresser, even if my shop bends down, my skill remains untouched. After all, I didn't need an entire salon to make this beautiful wig I am wearing. I did it all by myself in the comfort of my room. So that is the thin line between a career and a profession. A career is lifelong, but a profession may not be. So my ladies, I would urge you that because of life's many uncontrollable circumstances, endeavor to acquire a skill consciously. I repeat, consciously. Learn a skill like carpentry, braiding, cooking, writing, or even music, in addition to whatever career path or professional path you take. This will ensure that you can live fully independent, productive, and financially stable lives all day. Now, parents, a skill is that valuable treasure when you live with your child. No son born of Adam can take away. Awofo, wait day, inkotodegu fem, and sadan sayem. Miss Resi, Maria more predache papa ama mumano. Monsha say, mode insanu nyuma ebeka won adisunya ho. Efri say, ejapade biara ni hwa ekron esin eyi. Manuatu.
What a showdown to close the performances for tonight. Judges, I don't envy you at all tonight. I don't in any way. The job is daunting. Wow. Comfort. You're still marveled.
I definitely am. Because Jonathan and I were just having a conversation and saying today it is very tough. Very tight.
Yes.
And well done for really advocating for the technical and vocational skills, because indeed it is the way to go if you want to not just have a meaningful career, but one that you can use the rest of your life. So well done on that. And I like the account that you really ended with. Just a little, redirection. Soft skills is not really the hand one. It's more about how you like teamwork and that kind of stuff. That is soft skills. How you speak, communication, and so on and so forth. So that's soft skills. But the technical and vocational, you got it spot on. So I'll say, well done. I wish you all the best. I don't envy you at the back. I don't envy us here. So I think we'd all have to find some referee to help us tonight. Well done. You did a fantastic job.
All right. Let me go to Efua.
Oh, Efia, you wowed me. I came to be wowed and you wowed me. It was so spontaneous. It wasn't like you had learned something and you're telling us from your heart. It was your experience and you're sharing with us, and you were so spot on. Everything you said was so spot on. Promoting TVET education, it's excellent for girls. And girls should remember that it's not just the ordinary weaving hair or hairdressing, but you can also do the things that men have been doing, spraying cars, driving, all of that. You are all allowed to do that. So thank you for bringing up this important subject and for highlighting the importance of it in our lives. Well done. Beautiful dress, beautiful hair that you said you did yourself.
Thank you.
Well done.
Janet, I don't want to be unfair to you. I know you wanted to speak about this one, so please go ahead.
Hello. Etisane. Why a shepherd, dear? You're looking gorgeous.
Okay, so what you mentioned, I'll tell you, my background is corporate through and through to the highest degree possible, and then I switched and I'm running a salon and a spa. And my friends tell me, what are you doing, Janet? How do you move from the boardrooms to this? And the answer is very simple. Please go and Google, there's a Japanese concept, ikigai. It's the meaning of being. That is ikigai. That's what I said. I-K-I. Ikigai. It is when your passion meets what the world needs. That is a solution you're providing. And when that solution gets you paid, right, that is a vocation. And when you combine these 4 elements together, you get ikigai. And there is a fulfillment in life that you get out of it. So I want to encourage everyone. Don't think of the lofty professions as the only profession that you can have. Anything that drives your passion, what you love doing, focus on it and figure out how you can translate that into money making. Figure out how you can make somebody happy by providing that solution. So well done. Today, what I'm going to say, Cookie, the difference between those who will stay and those who will go home will be the public votes. Because in our eyes, all the 9 ladies did amazing tonight. Well done.
A round of applause to all the 9 ladies. Well, unfortunately, voting is ending in a few seconds because we just saw the last performance. If you haven't voted for your favorite, quickly do it now before voting officially closes. Please, you have the responsibility to change the destiny of your preferred contestants tonight. Make sure they do not go home. So let me ask, who's winning star performer tonight? Star performer? Best costume? All right, most eloquent? All right, mentioning the best costume, let's say a huge thank you to GTP for clothing all the ladies this evening. They look absolutely exquisite, myself and Anita inclusive. Thank you, GTP. Quickly before we go on a break, let me acknowledge all these personalities that we have with us tonight. Chief Alhaji Osman Mohammed, he's the Demana of Greater Accra Traditional and Cultural Entertainment of the Gombas. He's here this evening. Bolo Adams Kanyeti Soma Wura Chief is also here. Abraham Sechi of Accra, thank you for coming. And Hajia Zainab Awimbe Salifu, she's the Greater Accra Kusasi Queen Mother. Thank you so much for joining us. And to all the students who helped with the presentation, let's give them a round of applause. All the students upstage, they are from His Majesty Academy and British Columbian College as well. A round of applause for all the ladies who helped with the presentations tonight. Now, let's do the needful. When we come back, eviction, unfortunately, will be here. It's still GMB 2020.
You're still watching GMB 2023, and we have just a few minutes to get into the awards, and then eviction will also come on. But before that, let me acknowledge the presence of some queen mothers and queens from the eastern part of the country. We have Nana Enim Obri Abontin Domhini from Edukrom and Cultural Ambassador to Ghana. A round of applause. Nana Hima Ama Enim the first. Abontin Domhima from Edukrom. And we have Nana Efua Ojriwa the first. Akwemuhima Aprede Ekiapim also in the house with us. And then my very own queen, Nana Tia Ampim Dakwa Marehima Aprede Ekiapim. Nananom, yedase pa, yedamasi. And also, big thank you going out to GTP. Every single fabric you see on the show is proudly sponsored by GTP. And if you want more of the fabrics, just visit shop.gtpfashion.com for more designs, not just the ones we're wearing. We have a whole lot on the GTP platform.
Anita, Cookie, time now to call all the remaining 9 contestants back on stage. All the 9, can we have you back on stage? All the remaining 9, can we have you back on stage? Who is winning best costume? Most eloquent? Star performer? Star performer? Why? Anita, can you hear?
I can't hear anything.
Star performer? Star performer? Best costume from GTP.
Oh, there they come.
Most eloquent. Ose. Now move on here there. Move on here. Show me the evidence.
Okay, so we will be starting with best costume. And Cookie, honestly, tonight is one night that I'm very nervous.
Yeah.
Extremely nervous.
Yes.
I won't even lie.
Yeah.
I'm feeling so nervous because, but let's start with the pleasantries. And then we get into the very difficult parts. And so we're starting with best costume, which is sponsored by Top Choco and Sankofa Natural Spices. And so, judges, who is doing that for us?
Okay, but before then, our guest judge, Efua Answer, she's backstage. Please join us here. She'll be doing the presentations for us tonight. A round of applause for our guest judge as she joins us upstage. And then Comfort and Janet help us with the contestants for best costume. Relax. Thank you. Relax. All right, Comfort and Janet, who are the contestants eligible for best costume?
The competition is really tight, very, very tight. But I can assure you that we have beautiful ladies, and the first person is Titiaka. Please come forward. Looking gorgeous in your dress. I love that. Well done. And then in running with you is Adwanigi. Nura, you are not left out. Nura, where are you? Yes, indeed. Gorgeous Nura. And then we have Kwantama, Madame Eastern Region. Yes, indeed. Yes. And the 4 of you. Mwah.
Congratulations to you.
And the winner begins with A, ends in E.
Adwanigi wins best costume for the night. Congratulations, Adwanigi. She's getting products from Top Choco and Sankofa Natural Spices. Of course, that extra on the shoulder did the magic. With fabric from GTP. Congratulations, Adwanigi.
Moving on to the most eloquent tonight. And she's getting packages from Unilever, from AT. She gets some talk time from AT and a package from Bell Pack Tissue as well. Judges, please help us.
Most eloquent. The one that took us by surprise, held us in awe, everything. And we start with Sewa. And continue with Sansuma.
The next person is Nura. Nura. And then finally, Adwanigi. You guys are tight, ladies. But the winner of the best, most eloquent on today's show is the one and only Nura.
All right, Nura.
All right, congratulations, Nura. Judges were moving to the big one. That is a star performer for the night. And it's proudly sponsored by Techno Come on 20 series and Gino Tomatoes. Janet Comfort, who is taking that for us. Oh, Janet, let's go.
Hi, ladies. Before I announce Cookie, Anita, permit me, faculty, can you just play a song of celebration? Because these ladies, really, something for us to celebrate them. Do you have anything? You are all very beautiful. But this is a case of mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all? And this is what is going to happen. But know that we are all super proud of you. You made the show great tonight, and I applaud all of you. So I'm going to call three ladies. In no particular order is Nura. Adwanige. And Sewa. So the winner is, she has a similar complexion as mine. And she was the first to walk on the stage tonight.
Sewa!
And that is Sewa. Well done.
Wow. Star performer for the night. Sewa from the Western region. She's getting products from Gino Tomatoes and Techno Come on 20. Wow. Congratulations, Sewa. And Erekia Inchi, the Public Relations and Southeast Marketing Manager at Techno, will be doing us the honors. So if Erekia, you can hear us, okay. Thank you so much, Ifwa. We're
Thank you
very
so
grateful.
much. Yes, please. Thank you.
And there she goes, Erekia Enchi of Techno, presenting the Techno Come on 20 series. Congratulations, Sewa. Thank you. And of course, the most eloquent category was sponsored by Unilever. AT giving us some airtime for our ladies and Bell Pack tissues. Now, I don't know if we are going to use the Bell Pack tissues to wipe away some tears because, of course, we will be needing it.
Anita.
Yeah, I'm not ready for this.
I'm not ready either. I'm not ready. I'm not ready.
I'm not ready.
Judges. We need to check out the votes. I remember you mentioned that tonight it will be dependent on the votes. Let's see how you fared for your preferred contestants. At this point, if you didn't vote,
okay, so let's do some saving. Nura, go backstage. Titiaka, go backstage. Titiaka, go backstage. I'm sure she was lost in thought. Salom, go backstage.
Come closer, ladies. Come closer. Come closer. Na ayele. Nayele, go backstage.
Sewa, our star performer for the night.
I think it's only fair,
I
right?
think Sewa should go backstage.
Go backstage.
Adwanigi. Guys.
Hold on.
Adwanigi, go backstage. So that leaves us with Sangsama, Efriye, and Kwatima. Our bottom three, our judges have a very difficult task to save just one person, meaning two ladies are going home. And trust me, like I said, tonight is a very, very nervous one for all of us. Our ladies have done extremely well, from Kwatima to Efriye to Sangsama. Very brilliant ladies. But of course, we have to say goodbye
to
sad. Two of them.
This is sad.
Judges.
No, I really hope you can all feel my pain tonight. For the first time, I am really not enjoying this because these girls have done amazing. Tonight, there was no star that did not shine tonight. Everyone was sparkling. So if you happen to be the one leaving, just comfort yourself that it is not your destiny. You have bigger destinies ahead of you. All right? You have bigger destinies ahead of you. And whatever you do with your lives going forward is your decision. Okay? So I'm going to do it. DJ, today no song, nothing. Because we don't need to stress anyone. They've done so well. So with a heavy heart, but a happy one, we are going to save. We are going to save Kwatima.
Wow. Kwatima, you have another week to prove yourself worthy to be in the grand finale. And so tonight we're saying goodbye to Efriye from the Eastern region and Sangsama from the Upper West region. Wow. And Efriye, our ladies will be getting 5,000 Ghana cedis or 5,000 worth of exercise books from Heaven Insecticide Spray and Upper Foods, and also products from Vitamilk Strawberry. Ladies, you should be absolutely proud of yourselves. You've done so well. And so our guest judge, Efua Ansere, will be doing us the honors. A round of applause for our ladies.
from Bono East, Upper West, Upper East and Central. Volta North in Ashanti. Oh, Ahafo, Greater Accra, Oti region, Bono Western Eastern region, Northeast, Western North, all the savannah. She's the backbone of the homeland, wise enough to be a ruler, mother, warrior.
Honestly, for once, Cookie, I don't want to cry, but this is extremely tough. Maybe I'll cry backstage. I'll cry backstage. I know every time it's tough saying goodbye to some of our ladies, but especially when you know the amount of work they've put in. It's extremely sad, and that is why you have to keep voting. Of course, we know you voted for them, but just that the votes were not enough. And on a very sad note, Cookie, I think we should wrap up. Yeah, we should wrap up. We'll see you next week. This has been GMB 2023, and on Thursday, 3FM is bringing you the 3FM Afro Connect at the Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park. Make sure you join us. It's going to be fun with a lot of food, music, and activities. For the 3FM Afro Connect. My name is Anita Ekufu. I've been doing this with Cookie, who is already in tears.
Thank you guys for joining us.
We'll see you next week.
Are you to bang away? Your mama, where you could daddy bantu,